This tutorial focuses on how to use the game Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in your Class Connects. This is a really fun way to review some skills at the end of a unit or end of the semester. So once your kiddos get logged in, I would make sure that they have a general understanding of how the game is played, the fact that each question has a dollar amount associated with it, and they have the opportunity to earn up to $1 million based on their correct responses. I think the actual game, the way it's played is that when the player reaches the dollar level with the diamond next to it, that's money that's guaranteed to them no matter what. So if you want to play that way, fabulous. If you want to sort of change the rules around to fit your needs, totally fine too, whatever works. What's nice about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is that you don't necessarily need to have your page explorer turned on because you're not having to refer back to a category screen like you did in Jeopardy. The questions, the slides are in sequential order, so you can just click through the slides as you move on to each question without having to look for a particular screen. You might at some point in time refer back to that dollar amount screen, but that would probably be the only screen you would ever need to refer back to. So again, I would play this as students versus teacher. I'd call upon one student, and it would be the student's turn. And just so you know, I did obtain these questions from Study Island, as I did the questions for Jeopardy. If you have any questions about how to do that, please be sure to watch the Jeopardy recording. I just copied and pasted from the printable worksheets, copied and pasted those questions into the original PowerPoint. All right, so it is student number one's turn. I would go ahead and close the chat. I would present the question to them and see if they're able to respond. All the other students should be submitting responses to you via closed chat. That way you know they are with you and engaged, and they're having the opportunity to demonstrate their knowledge with this skill as well. So this particular millionaire game focuses on capitalization and punctuation. So if student number one really has absolutely no idea of what the correct punctuation is here, they could go ahead and choose to use one of their 3 lifelines. And so let's say the student chooses the 50-50 lifeline. So you would cross out the lifeline chosen, and then for 50-50, you would go ahead and eliminate 2 of the options. And then if the student is able to respond correctly, then the students earn $100. Then you can just move on to the next question, and then it would be student number 2's turn. And so as you proceed through the questions, just remember to mark off any lifelines that are used. This is the phone a friend lifeline. And so for that, they could either call upon one of the other students in the class to help them out, or they could even ask someone at home to help them respond to the question correctly. And then this is the polling lifeline. So for that one, you could actually go ahead and use the polling features, poll the class to see what they think the correct response is, and the student might go ahead with the majority vote, or they might go out on their own and decide for another option. But as you proceed through each question, the students are earning more and more money until all 3 lifelines have been used. And once all 3 lifelines have been used, if a student responds incorrectly, then the game is over, and depending on what kind of rules you want to play with, whatever dollar amount they're at, that's how much the students have earned, or you can go ahead and refer back to the dollar amount levels where those diamonds are. So that's pretty much how you would go about using Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in your Class Connects. If you have any questions, please let me know.